Hey, good Sunday afternoon, YouTubies. This is Sean from, boy, I'm going to cut that shit out. That didn't work. Alright, so let's try this again. Blooper reel. Well, hey YouTubies, good Sunday afternoon. It is a gorgeous day here in North Carolina. Yesterday, if you've had a chance to watch the video, me and a couple friends, real good close friends, decided that we would go and explore the back of the Dragon up near Tazewell, Virginia, and we had a wonderful time. Unfortunately, Mother Nature wanted to sprinkle on us just a little bit, so we got it was a fun day, 200 plus miles, but we got caught in a little bit of drizzle and a little bit of mist, but nothing to stop us from riding. And for those of you who chose to stay home, I am so sorry. It was a great day. Hey, purpose of this video real quick is I get a lot of questions about how do I keep my bikes so clean, and why do I keep them so clean. And well, I've had quite a few bikes over the last 30 plus years of riding, and a great many of my friends will tell you a lot of them look like they rolled off the showroom floor yesterday. And the reason behind that is I believe in a clean bike, and I believe in doing it by hand. The closer you get to the bike, the more you do it by hand, the more you get to see if something's wrong with the bike. You get to see if something's come loose, bolts missing, etc., etc. In my case, you know, I double check everything to make sure that the bike is safe, because if the bike's not safe, it's going to throw me on my butt when I'm out in the curves. So usually what I do after a long ride is I'll give it a hand bath, I'll dry it, I'll double check everything, make sure all the fittings are looking good, and etc., etc. And then I am an old school kind of individual where I prefer Honda spray and Plexus. Unfortunately, Honda spray changed their formula a couple years back. It's no longer what it used to be, but it's still a good wipe down feature, a good wipe down spray. Basically, you know, put it on, wipe off. It's got an anti-static formula to it, to where like dust, pollen, and whatnot kind of blows off the bike, doesn't stick. But it does leave swirls if you don't do it right. Plexus is what I use for my helmets. It's got a it's got a formula basically where it fills in micro scratches and whatnot. So we used Plexus version back in the military. We worked on canopies and helmet visors and etc. So when I started riding, I just got that, and it works. Don't think the camera can kind of see what's on the tail of the bike, but I got some products on the tail of the bike that I use on an everyday basis. Yesterday, a real great group of friends of mine, we all got together and we went to a place called Back of the Dragon in Tazewell, Virginia. You know, I've been riding for so long that most of these roads, I know them by number and by city, street, landmarks, whatnot. I have a hard time understanding why they named so many of these popular roads, but you know, it's a completely different animal, completely different new blood of riders. But we heard about this place called Back of the Dragon, and we figured we'll go check it out and see what it's all about. And it turns out it's a road that we've ridden quite a few times back in the day. So yeah, we said, you know, hey, great, deja vu, great roads, why not? But Mother Nature had a funny kick to us, and she decided to let it rain a little bit and sprinkle and mist and spit rain. And so when we got back, well, the VFR was filthy. It was covered in road grime and whatnot. So had some chores to do around the house today, around the farm. Got them done. The wife helped me out with a great many of them, so I didn't have to spend my whole day doing them. So I had a couple minutes, and I washed down the bike. Noticed that I need to tighten up the chain a little bit, do some chain maintenance. Got to change the oil. Got to do a couple other things, and probably will do another video here shortly with how to change the oil and how to do chain maintenance on a VFR. But anyway, 03 VFR 800. She's got 35,000 miles on her, and what I usually use after I'm done giving it a bath and whatnot, wiping it down, is I use Honda spray, and I'll bring it into the camera here in just a second, let you see it. But again, they changed the formula, so it's not all what it used to be, but it's still not a bad product. And then Plexus. I love Plexus. It's great, again, for helmets. It's great for windscreens. If you're out of Honda spray, this is a good one. Again, it does leave a little bit of swirl on plastics if you're not careful. For chain maintenance, I use Honda Pro Chain Lube. And basically what I'll do is I'll take the bike out for a real quick spin. I'll get the chain up nice and warm the way I want it. I will use WD-40 and a grunge brush, and I'll knock all the grunge off. I'll make the chain, try to make it as clean as I can. I'll use a rag and whatnot and get it all wiped down. Do it by hand. I've seen folks do it with rags and whatnot. You could get yourself caught in the sprocket and have a problem, but WD-40 to clean it with a grunge brush. Go back, wipe off the excess. If it makes you feel any better, I know people are going to fuss, people are going to hate on me. They say WD-40 ruins O-rings and X-rings, and my answer is no, it does not. Show me where WD-40 ruins O-rings and X-rings. It does not. Wipe off your excess just because you know it's going to sling everywhere. I typically let it sit for about a half hour. Maybe I'll take it for another spin, come back, and I'll use this. Go liberal with this. Don't go stupid all over the place. I mean, it gets slung everywhere. And then usually I'll park the bike, and I won't touch the bike for the next day or two. By the time I ride, this is now solid. This is great chain maintenance equipment. Now, that being said, Danielle does all of the product placements and all of the advertising for Corner Addiction. She does all the orders and whatnot. So she heard about this new product from her distributor Rocky Mountain, and she got us a little bit of it, and I've used it, and I got to tell you, I'm really digging it. This is a brand new bottle that I just opened from our case, and I'm going to take the Plexus out of the loop because, again, I use it for helmets and visors and whatnot. I don't really use it for detailing. Honda spray. I loved it. Again, they changed the formula. It's not what it used to be. Still use it. But I'm telling you, this new stuff from SC1, I think you really ought to give it a try. SC1, it's kind of like, best way I can describe it, and I'm probably horrible at this, it's kind of like liquid wax. You spray it on, let it sit for 60 seconds, use a micro towel, wipe it off. I'm telling you, it makes your paint shine. So I don't do product placements very well or very often, but here's what I use. Pro Honda chain lube with white graphite. Again, get your chain super warm, spray it on, make sure it's all super clean. Spray it on, let it sit for a little while, and it beads right up. It doesn't fling off hardly at all. You can get this at just about any place, but I'm telling you, you need to get it from Corner Addiction. Danielle will hook you up. Plexus, close-up of the bottle. You can get this from Corner Addiction. Just buzz Danielle, and she'll get you set up. Orders at corneraddiction.com. Again, spray it on, let it sit for a second, wipe it right off. WD-40, don't need to say a whole lot about it. Water displacement. You can use it to lube a chain in an emergency situation, but I use it to clean a chain, to degrease a chain, to degrease areas like wheel weights and whatnot on rims. Takes it right off, takes all the adhesive off. Spray it on, wipe it off. If you're not careful, it leaves a residue, so I usually go back with Honda spray and a clean rag and wipe it down. You can get this at Corner Addiction. You can get it at any hardware or automobile place, Walmart, blah, blah, blah. But always worth keeping in your mechanic bag. Honda Pro Spray, we call it Honda Spray, etc., etc. Like I said before, they changed the formula. It doesn't work as well as it used to. Don't know why, but I use this to detail. You can get this at Corner Addiction. Orders at corneraddiction.com. Buzz Danielle, she'll get it to you for a real good price. I'm telling you, you will love having this. It's well worth having. Great stuff. Swear by it. New product that we started carrying here at Corner Addiction, called SC1 Bike Polish. Buzz Danielle at orders at corneraddiction.com. She'll get it to you at a super cheap price. This stuff is phenomenal. You're going to love what it does. It, in my opinion, takes the place of Honda spray. Think you'll love it. I have no idea if the camera will zoom in right there or not, but basically clean the bike, wipe it down, make sure it's dry, spray it directly onto the surface that you want, wait about 60 seconds or so, and then use a microfiber towel to wipe it off. Really don't think I need to do a video on this, but if you don't have one of these, shame on you. This is called a grunge brush. You can get it from Corner Addiction. We've got several of these in stock and in inventory. These are well worth their weight. Basically, of course mine's disgusting because it's been used several 100,000 times, but basically you douse your, like we talked earlier, throw some WD-40 on your chain, throw it on the grunge brush. If you don't have a center stand like I do, it's easy to do it by hand, but with a center stand or rear stands, basically just spin the wheel and it cleans your chain. And then you use a rag, wipe it off. This is so much easier. These are worth their weight in gold. I mean, you just got multiple tips. So if you don't have one of these, shame on you. Give us a buzz. We'll get you one. A couple years ago, you wouldn't catch me dead with a microfiber towel. I didn't like them. I guess maybe where I lived at the time, they seemed to pick up dust particles, grass strands, etc., etc. I just didn't care for them. It never seemed to quite do what I wanted them to do. So I always used terry cloth towels. Had a shop right around the corner from the house. I could get a bag of them for like $2, and they were great shop rags. I could use them on the chain. I could use them wherever I needed to, and loved them. $2, couldn't argue. But then when we moved and we bought the farm, there was a local car wash. You paid like $20, and they ran your vehicle through the automatic car wash and whatnot, blah blah blah. When you got done, you could use their vacuums and you could clean out your truck and whatnot. And off to the side, they had, Windex and these microfiber towels, and they were so much better quality, I guess, than the original fiber towels that I had become biased against. And I asked the guy, where'd you guys get them? And we get them from Sam's Mart, and they're for you guys to use, and then when you're done, we wash them and hand them back out again. I said, oh, okay. So I went down to Sam's and I picked up a couple, and I really like them. So they're soft, they don't leave swirl marks. So I got two here with me. Again, this is the new SC1 product that Corner Addiction's carrying. I love it. It's stupid simple. You just wait a few seconds. Well, it would help if I turned the damn thing on, wouldn't it? But spray, wait about 60 seconds, and wipe it off. Da 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 da. It's not been 60 seconds, but I'm going to wipe it off. So literally spray it on and wipe it off. I mean, it's that simple. I'm going to go around the bike real quick. I'm going to put you guys in super fast mode and do the deed. Okay, kitties, as you can see, not that hard, sprayed on. It says wait 60 seconds. I say wait as long as you want, wipe it off. It's literally that easy, and you'll see it does a fantastic job. And I tell you, if the camera won't zoom, this was a brand new bottle out of our case. You can see if the camera works properly. I used maybe a knuckle length on my index finger to do the entire bike. I will tell you, it's got a very wide spray pattern. Very wide spray pattern. So, like if you want to spot treat something, it's gonna overspray. So that's not necessarily a bad thing because you gotta, whatever. But until you get used to it, until you understand it, you might want to just kind of block it when you spray. But other than it having a wide spray pattern, and that's the bottle. Great product, works phenomenal. I've been a Honda spray diehard for years, but this is better. Might want to look into it. I'll show you some close-ups here in just a few minutes. After using the SC1 product, spray it on, wait, wipe it off. This is an 03 VFR. It's got a couple character flaws on it. Nothing major, but it's got some scratches here and there. The more you use the product, the more it's supposed to kind of get in and help help with those. So you can see it's got a nice little shine to it. I'll give you an idea here real quick. This is a exhaust guard, and after getting caught in the rain and whatnot, it always turns kind of like a gunmetal gray, but whatever. It's with SE1, it went back to black. It's got a nice little sheen to it. You can see my reflection in the plastics. Not bad for a paint job that is 16 years old, huh? So look, you can see the reflection. Use it on anything. I use it on the seat. I use it on the tanks, painted surfaces. Notice it made my exhaust covers look a little better. So there it is. Make sure you buzz Danielle at orders@corneraddiction.com. She'll get it to you at a really good price. Hope you guys enjoy it. Next series of videos I'm going to do, I'm going to have to change the oil and do some chain maintenance. So there's the big fat pig of a bike. Gotta love it. See you guys. So on today's episode of In the Creek Without a Paddle,